Hello, and welcome. So, welcome to today's stream. We will be starting control real soon, but before we do that, I'm going to hide those for a second because it'll be fun and worth it. Trust me. But we got something really cool for today first. And so, without further ado, wow, look at that. It's me. I am real now. As real can be. Hell yeah. Hi! Real DJ, it's me! For real! You got... Finally was able to afford that camera. So now I'm here! Look at that! Isn't that crazy? Hi, hello! Let me make a... Nope, not move that. That's not what I wanted to move. I wanted to move... this guy. It once more went to the other thing. Ah! Let me make this a little bigger for a bit. Oh my god, it keeps wanting to move everything else but the thing I'm holding onto. OBS, please! You're ruining my moment! Hi! So, finally did it! In all seriousness, we finally have a PNG tour model. I've been wanting this for a very long time, and a very, very good friend of mine, Gabs, went and just did this on a whim. Like, as a complete surprise to me. They just randomly one day messaged me like, hey, so I've been, like, interested in making, like, a PNG tuber. And, you know, I made one for a friend, but then I realized you also stream sometimes. So I went and made you one. And here it is now. After a bit more, like, work and, one simple request from my end, they made this whole thing for me, and I'm so happy with how it looks, and it's great. I mean, it's genuinely all I've ever wanted, and it even has different variants. So I've already showcased this off to some friends, but we actually have different expressions. We can go neutral, which is, you know, just normal non-expressiveness, just general. You have the happy, which is the one I'm almost on default usually, because, you know, smiles. But I had to do it, so I asked, and we got an angry. We went with angry DJ, because honestly, I mean, with how much DJ Salt has been a bit for this channel, I needed this to be here. So yeah. Additionally, something really fun about this, we actually have controller variants for these too. So if I'm playing like Psychonauts, for example, which I played with a controller, we can have those too. So yeah, no, genuinely, really happy with this. It's really cool. My plan was that we could like sit here and talk for a little bit. I'd boot up Placid Plastic Ducking Simulator in the background to have it for a bit, and we can just chat for a little bit and enjoy the model, and then we'll move on to actually streaming Control like we're supposed to, you know? Because why not? Let's chill for a bit. I will say I'm gonna have to make sure that this doesn't immediately blow up my audio, so I'm gonna lower that. But hi, hello, welcome everyone. I'm glad y'all are here to see this. That's actually not that loud. Should be fine, hopefully. Is that like 7.5, something like that? Let me capture it for a bit. It's that one with this one, and then we're gonna tell it to Placid Plastic Duck just for a minute. Maybe you should change your game low. I think it'll be fine. We're just gonna be chatting for like maybe like another 10-20 minutes, and that's it. I think you should play Pong for the IBM PC. Fair. So true for that. But yeah, no, it'll be fine. I'm just putting this so that like the background isn't like completely... Oh my god, there's different maps? What the fuck? Oh, it's DLC. Damn. That actually, that's a little sad. Oh well. I can't say swear words anymore? Ah, damn. It's so true for that. Oh my god, this game actually has so many more effects now. Alright, yeah. Sorry, I don't have the DLC. Nah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Again, I'm mostly putting this on in the background so we have, like, a background for a little bit while we chat for a little second. Psychopaths 2. Yeah, insane. But yeah, no, I'm actually super happy with this. Now you must make your new duck. Name my new duck. Perchance. Ban Audi 1. Why are we banning Audi? Oh, because I can't have... Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true. You are the kids that cannot handle the swear words. Never subbing anymore, SMH my head. Fuck. No, my revenue. Now I'm sad, DJ. Sadness. It's not, it's just neutral, but it looks slightly sad to me. It's not as energetic. I see the duck, and I immediately smiled again. DJ lost $1. You know, the funniest part is you're not entirely, like, wrong, because Twitch ad rev and Twitch sub rev is just awful. So, like, unironically, there are times where, like, you'll use Prime, and for some reason Twitch will decide that you get a whole crispy 97 cents from that one. And it's like, alright, cool, man. I'm so glad. I'm so glad all of my money is going to fund the truly great things that Amazon provides. We're an egg duck. Wow. He blew. Just like me. Wow. Alright, anyway. But yeah, I am so... How much have the bits and gifted subs from last month yielded? I'm curious. Oh boy, am I really about to start talking about my revenue on the Twitch? Watch the stream become entirely duck and you forget to play Control? Nah, I won't, because I'm gonna run out of things to like talk about soon enough. I'm certain of that. I can promise you that. Oh god, I could pull up a tab and check really quick. Hold on. Ignore my cyberpunk sound effects for my browser real quick. Creator dashboard. This isn't gonna show up on camera, which is fine. Stream summary. For last week, you're saying, right? From last month. Okay, hold on. So, for last month, which would have been the April 14th to May 13th time period, that entire month period was about 12 buckos. And I got a $1.40 from your cheering and a $1.60 from your power-ups. So, if you spent $10 on bits, I got 10% of them, more or less. I spent all the time thinking your browser had Portal sounds, and I don't know if that says more about me or Cyberpunk. Yeah, fair enough. They're fairly similar. I spent $10 on bits, subs, and Prime. Okay, then that was about like I think $4-ish I got from you, which isn't that bad. Again, it's accurate at least to what Twitch says, which is that they give me 50-50. It's just, you know. But yeah, Prime is cheaper. It's like $5 here. Okay, honestly, fair enough. I guess that's probably why they discount your Prime sub so much sometimes. Because I've always found it weird that like for some people it's like really high, and then for others it's like really low. Yeah? That's crazy. I got a polka dotted duck as well. But with the bucks you got from me specifically, you can buy Creature Game DLC. So true. You're so right for that. That's totally what I'm gonna use it for. Fuck buying anything that would actually also benefit the stream, like more games to play, or like something to manage my audio better, or like a thing. Why is there a dude who isn't DJ talking in my ear hole? Radio. If you buy the DLC, I'll earn money. Yeah, you know what? You're so right for that. And then I'll stream Creature Game. Creature Game will pop off, become massive, huge success, and then we both benefit. It might make money for you. Yeah, exactly. Worthy gamble, in my opinion, you know? For subs and bits. Right, no, you're right. I give you money, you use that money to buy subs and bits, and this totally won't create a loss in revenue for both of us. I also think this would technically be considered money laundering in a way, but you know. What do we know? Who's gonna care? The feds? Yo, Gabs, thank you so much for stopping on by. Look at that, it works. Why is the money dirty? Come on now, we all know Creature Game is a front. It's just the simple reality of things. Is that a pizza duck? Wow, it is. He has a pizza mohawk. That's actually kind of rad. I really like him. Gabs cookie. Hell yeah. Well, yeah, look, Gabs, it works. Hold on, let me show you the faces. Yeah, they all work. Including the controller ones. And the angry one. It's all good. It's all really nice. Thank you so much for making this. It's been an absolute blast. It honestly also, you did such a good job with like setting up everything that like it took me like actually no time, all things considered, to set it up in PNG Tuber. So genuinely, thank you so much. Also, thank you to Hazel for the stupid like announcement image we got. Basically, I was like, I should have made like an announcement, but I didn't get to last night. And then Hazel was like, if you can send me an image of the model and like a background, I'll very quickly make something. And we ended up with that like image, which I actually love. It's so shitposty and quick, and I adore it, especially because I don't know if any of you guys can see it, but if you look at the name of the image itself, if you were to like save it, it's literally titled "This Isn't Subtle at All, SMH." I think that's awesome. So yeah, we got cool shit going on. I'm really excited. I'm very happy. I literally cannot wait to keep streaming with this thing. I will say I am a little worried, and the reason I say that is because Control does not like to play well with other applications and with my OBS. So I'm a little worried it's gonna lag DJ out here. But at the same time, I don't care. I'd rather lower the graphics of that game all the way down to to low and play and be able to have this cool thing than not have this cool thing. So, you think you know why it gets iffy with other apps? My best thought is that it's like my CPU is good, but it's not good enough. I'm not doing this. The duck. It is taking control. It's actually really funny I picked this because I'm pretty sure that... Oh, hello polka dot duck. Because I'm pretty sure we're close enough to the point in control where the duck shows up. I didn't think about that. This is actually a really funny coincidence. This game seems sentient, so strong, so true. I think it's because I haven't touched it in enough while to where it just auto pans between ducks, and actually that's kind of neat. I think that's why it's perfect for just chatting like this. Give some music, give some visuals, and I get to just sit here and chat with y'all, and you can see my stupid mouth yap. Gives you the vibes of a bunch of emojis. So true. The slide is cool. I am cooler. Sweet. I'm actually gaining achievements for this game as we're doing this. That's awesome. Oh, it's because 2 of the ducks are down the slide. Wow. Alright. We're about to be... We've been here for about 20 minutes. Y'all want to keep chatting for a little bit? Or do you guys think we should jump on into the game and see how it goes? I'm honestly fine with either, because I'm actually having a fun time just chatting with y'all. More ducks. Yes, but I have the thing set up away for a reason. I can't have too much duck, otherwise the Twitch authorities will come and sue me for being in the wrong category. Change it, lol? I guess I could, that's true. I'll sign a sponsorship with DJ. So true! Then change your game, idiot! She's gonna promote creature merch live on stream. Oh yeah, no, we'll make assets. And I'll have like one of those really cool banners that takes up like 90% of the stream. And you're sitting there watching the streamer be insufferable about it the whole time. Because everyone loves those. Official creature merchandise, real MK licensed. So true. We're gonna have overpriced hoodies and mugs. So true. So true, so true. For real, for real. What other ducks do we got going on? A panda duck? Cool. Sweet. I want a creature t-shirt in the style of that one STP shirt where it just says it's just needlessly violent and over the top. That actually sounds awesome. That would be pretty funny. Okay. There's so many places in my area that do that kind of stuff. Fair. I don't know, it kind of reminds me as well of the stream doodle you redeemed last. The mods crush their skull that Hazel made. It's just really funny to me how quickly it goes from quick doodle to just Audie being smushed by a giant hammer. Like the creature decorative tiles I got from my bedroom's bookshelves. Interesting. You go to like an area in Creature Game and there's just like a table with like a box of Creature O's on it. And it's just there now. Okay, we'll give this like 6 more minutes and then we'll start bouncing into control. Bye, Panda Duck. Into the smaller pool you go. But no, I'm actually I can't explain to y'all how absolutely excited and happy I am to have all of this going and working. Again, a lot of y'all know this, but the plan for years now has always been to try and get either a PNG tuber at the very least for now, or potentially a B tuber eventually in time for DJ. Because I just think it fits what I want to do and how I want to represent myself. And you know, it's actually so makes me so fucking happy to have it actually be the case. And it's making me really excited to actually continue streaming even more now. I've already been in like a really good like headspace for wanting to continue it and keep picking it up. And now more than ever I'm like super excited to keep going with it. So thank you all so much for that. Thank you all for the support. Thank you especially Gabs for making this this true. And yeah, no, just genuinely thank y'all for everything, for all the support. I would not have reached this point if it wasn't for all y'all supporting me and just hanging out. Oh, yeah, no, but genuinely thank y'all so much. It actually means so much. For next year's April Fool's, I'll render stream with a Brazilian audience. Sure, yeah, we'll do that. And you know what? I'll immediately spite all of them by only speaking in Spanish. A bunch of Brazilians joining a Mexican girl's stream. I wonder how that'll go. That's a Russian doll duck. There will be more. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's actually really funny you say that because, like, I'm almost certain that those swear words mean almost the exact same thing in Spanish. Making this was pretty fun. I thought of making it for myself, but I don't do live streams. I think the only friend that makes live streams frequently was you, so I decided to do your OC. It was quite an experiment. Again, I'm honestly so happy. I was not expecting that, like, at all, and when you surprised me with it, I was actually ecstatic. I was so worried I was being so fucking annoying that entire evening, but I was just so giddy. Again, it's been a dream of mine for a good minute, and I'm just really glad. I'm really honored that you chose to make this, even if it was just like on a whim to like learn stuff. If anything, really, now I just feel bad that we haven't gotten around to playing more Forknife. We really should play more Fortnite. I would love to do that. I still have it installed because I've been wanting to. I just keep forgetting. Gifting gifts from my friends out of nowhere. Well, thank you so much for that. It truly means the world to me. We already have enough beef with Argentina. I think a DJ stream with a Brazilian audience would improve Mexican-foreign relations by 300%. So true. You're so real for that. I single-handedly will become ambassador to... the Mexican ambassador to Brazil. I have citizenship. Still. So, you know, technically, not out of the question. I could hit up La Señora Presidenta and just be like, hey ma'am, I got a solid plan to improve our relationships with Brazil. I think this will be great and quite a good opportunity for both countries, people, and economies. And it'll be cool and awesome. And there will be no problems or issues ever. Xenophobia down to 0%. Not real anymore. Blown up. Gone. Fork Knife stream? I would... Actually, you know what? I would be down to stream some Fork Knife at one point. I think that would be kind of fun. I'd play more Fortnite if it wasn't laggy like hell. That much is true. That I can agree on. You don't press the Spanish button in this house though, so I don't think that'd work. Damn. Presione F para pagar respetos. I probably said that really wrong, and someone who actually speaks Spanish is going to sit here and... I say that like I don't speak Spanish. I should clarify. I do speak Spanish. I just have not lived in Mexico for long enough to where my Spanish is just really, really fucking rusty nowadays, and there are a lot of words that I forget sometimes. I really hope for the best. That game chugs and crashes so much. Yeah, but, you know, if my computer can handle streaming the Call of Duty at pretty high quality and not have many issues, I think it'll be fine. Realistically, again, I think the reason Control is struggling is purely because I think Control might be more CPU intensive. And if I'm gonna be honest with you, the CPU on this computer is probably its weakest link, because I believe it's only a Intel i5, and I don't remember what gen exactly. But since Control has all the like environment physics and a bunch of that other stuff, I think that's what's causing the problem. Because obviously, like, my video encoding for OBS and stuff like that as well probably relies on the CPU as well. And I think, again, that's why those two things are having as much issue as they are. Oh, so you'll stream Fork Knives, but you won't stream Repo? I see who your real friends are. Yeah, but listen, Terra. Gabs made me a model, and so thereby Gabs deserves better. I'm just kidding. Honestly, I would be down to stream Repo as well. It's just mostly, again, a matter of having to, like, sit down and set up for it, and that's kind of difficult. I have made you most of your... I know! That's why I'm kidding. It was a joke. I made you a song. I know! I am joking with all of you. Gotta make me sad. You see this? You did this. Now they're sad. Yeah. Think about your consequences. I'm kidding. It's fine. Yeah, no, but genuinely, I'd be down to do both. I'd be so happy to do either. Playing too, if you do so. Yeah, I know. Again, I'd be super down for that. Explodes. I also manipulate people with my cat powers. It's okay. So true. But yeah, no. That is something I'd be down to do. I mean, I don't have anything planned for this Thursday. This Thursday stream. So we could do either Repo, Fortnite. I maybe might do it with like Burbo and Maeve if they're available. Might look into farming the dungeon on Destiny 2 for Raid of the Nine. Because we did a couple runs of the... I can't remember what it's called, like not Explorer, because Explorer is the like easy, the guided one, but like the normal difficulty one with the new modifiers and stuff. We did a run of that, and it actually went really well. Like we fucking cooked the second and third boss, like hard. Classic sniper Darcy comp with Queenbreaker as backup. Actually smoked it. So good. It was awesome. Video Machine 2, so that's cooler. This week's Thursday or next week's? This week's Thursday. I don't have anything planned for any Thursday. How many achievements does this game have? It has a lot of them. It's, does it show up? No, it doesn't. That's fine. It has 42 achievements. But it's fine, because it's like, again, it's one of those games where you literally just leave it on in the background and you just have fun watching ducks. Again, it's perfect for just chatting like this. But with that, we will be moving on to Control now here soon. So let me resize the DJ. They will be shrunk. mean to move that. This one. Woo! Maybe a bit bigger. I'm so glad OBS is stable and cool and good. Oh my god. There, that should be good. So we'll be doing this now. Okay, cool, sweet. It's because next week's Thursday might be an iffy day, Lamos. That's why I'm asking. Yeah, no. Don't worry at all. Like, again, I'm just like kind of spitballing ideas. Cause again, like, if I don't have anything else planned, we'll most likely just end up doing Overwatch or Destiny for next Thursday anyway. So, or this Thursday and next Thursday. So, I'll figure it out. We'll see. I have been looking into getting more games to. Oh! Hello, alien duck. Wow. He's a mouse. He's a fucking gaming mouse. That's kind of funny, actually. When you click, it clicks. Yeah, it does. That's awesome. Okay, let's get moving on, because we're about to have been here for 40 minutes. Save that. Yeah. Exit. Cool. Sweet. Awesome. Alright. I don't have to change anything because I already set it all up and I got rid of chat. Okay. Do we want to keep the chat for control, or do you guys think it's better with it just being gone? Distant cat noises. Can y'all hear my cat? Is he being annoying again? I don't hear him. Alright, where's control? There's control. Chat cool because then I get to show up on TV. I mean, chat fucks it up, right? It doesn't necessarily fuck it up. It just, you know, it might be weird. Give game, and then there you go. Control. Sweet. You were saying as well, you mentioned it, and I realized I skipped it. CPU video encoding? I think so. I think that's what... yeah, because it tells me, like, what's it called? My CPU is at, like, 1.7 and 3 point something when I'm using OBS. So I'm pretty sure that, yes, OBS runs on my CPU. Weirdly enough. I don't know if that's like a setting I can change or not, but it is what it is. That's not very nice, lol. Video renderer, Direct 3D 11, color format, space. I mean, it's not like I could change it right now at this second anyway. Maybe a driver setting if OBS doesn't give you the option or doesn't work with it. Yeah. That could be it for sure, too. Maybe my drivers are just outdated, and that's why it's been struggling with control specifically. Because, again, I mentioned this at the end of last stream with control, right? But something that's been particularly bothering me, and it's been particularly weird, right, is that... hold on. The chat is too far to the right. I'm gonna need to fix that. But what was I saying? Something with control as well is that a weird bug I've been having with it is that it really likes to do this thing where all of the textures will get like super blurry and weird and bad, like as if like my game was struggling to render the textures, right? Um, but then here's the thing, right? The moment I Alt-Tab out of the game and return to it, all of the textures load, like, instantly. Like, no issue at all. Game's just suddenly fine. And the thing I struggle with in that regard is that I don't understand why that is the case when quite literally it has never been an issue before, you know? So it's just really, really weird to me. Sorry about that. Got distracted for a second. So again, I don't know, and it's like Control is the only game I've had this issue with. Because the thing is, it's like I tried playing the game on my own, before I started streaming, to test the settings, test the graphics quality, and see what my computer could like handle or not handle. Correct? Because I do that for every game if I can. This game is a lot less demanding than some of the other things I've played, like Cyberpunk and the new Call of Duty BO6. Both had like more issues than Control, because again, Control ran at nearly the max quality on my old laptop, and I like had basically no issues ever with that, unless I decided to turn on ray tracing, but that's because that my laptop doesn't have the technology, vague, generic, to handle ray tracing in the first place. This one does, and this one has a better GPU and everything. Again, technically the only downgrade is that this has an Intel Core i5. Again, don't know what gen, and that laptop had an i7. So again, that's like my only working theory at the second, is that technically my computer is struggling on the CPU's front rather than like my GPU giving out for this. But I also think it might just be Control being weird, and I don't know exactly what I can do about it, other than continuing to mess with my graphic settings for the 50 billionth time and trying to make sure it's just good. Also it keeps like resetting itself to everything being on like maximum, when I've now at this point just put everything on medium to like get it to stop chugging as much. Including this, like, why is ray tracing maxed out? Like, I don't get it. Because, like, look, we've set everything to medium, right? It'll all be saved, because next time I tab back into this, it'll be fine. Actually, I've noticed that with a lot of my games right now. Is that, like, my settings for graphics just don't save anymore. I'm starting to realize maybe it's an NVIDIA thing. Maybe the NVIDIA, like, experience thingamajig is just, like, overriding a lot of my settings for what it thinks it should be its defaults. That could be it. I'm not sure. Maybe driver setting of OBS. Yeah, I need to finish my new website soon, or at least until the end of the month. I'm gonna have to use it and some other textual documented assets to prove people actually call me / I'm known as Audie in the registry office. Silly legal things. Yeah, fair enough, honestly. Let's see. Let's continue, and we'll see if this likes things out. Or maybe it'll just be fine, and then I'll be even more confused. Mind you, I'm also no longer having Twitch open in the background. So I no longer have that browser tab open. So hopefully that puts less strain on the game and my stream and stuff as well. I will say, actually, chat's fine where it is. I'm actually gonna move the web frame to fit you all instead. Better. Yeah. I'll yap a little bit to see if it does lag mid-game. Well, technically speaking, if it was lagging, it would lag now. But actually, everything seems to be doing fine. So maybe it is just that browser tab was too much at a given time, and now the game will just be okay.
The pattern shifts.
Because to be fair, computer browsers are awful. So it might be enough that, like, with most games it's fine, but again, if this game is a little more CPU intensive, having OBS streaming, having a browser tab, and then having the game open was just too much for it. Though again, that in and of itself is weird to me, because the stream itself never struggled. Like, the video encoding and, like, the dropped frame percentages and those kinds of things were literally fine, like, all the time. It was just the assets on my overlays that were lagging out. But yeah, this seems okay for now, so let's just keep going with control then.
Executive is in the process of being fortified, as per your orders. Maintenance is relatively stable. Security employee named Arish is apparently...
So, we've got a good chunk of our upgrades. We did a good amount of things. We dealt with the mold. And now we have to go into the Panopticon. I think after this, we get more quests from Ati about doing more janitorial services, which is probably my favorite side quests in these games. These games, as if there were multiple. I mean, technically there will be soon, actually. Technically, with the new game coming out, there will be more control, but you know, I'm excited for that, actually. You know, actually, this seems to be running a lot smoother now. We'll keep seeing how it handles being on medium. Maybe, if it behaves properly, we can even fucking, you know, crank things up a bit more again. I don't know. I don't really want to bother with settings that much at this point. Because, like, spoiler alert as well, I have been editing the first Control VOD to learn how to, like, edit, essentially. Right? And, how do I put it? I have had to cut out quite a bit of, like, stream where it's literally just me sitting down trying to figure out graphics settings. Panopticon. We're gonna hear this again soon, but might as well get the full detail.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable. Something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They're all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever reached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
That's fun. That's a fun idea. Also, I just saw it. You did finish the little... I didn't realize that, like, Audie was claiming a doodle of a Gabs cookie. But now you have made a Gabs cookie. That's awesome. We should send this to Gabs. I think they would like it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna very quickly do that right now. There. Sweet. Thank you so much for the drawing, Hazel. So cute. Oh, you already saw it. Damn it.
Sector. Panopticon. Altered items.
I'm late to the party like always.
Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
Oh, they showed me? Oh, fair enough. Huh. Okay. So, I've been waiting for a moment like this. This could... I mean, I might be wrong on this, right? But you see how this painting has like a hole in a wall? Right? Usually, when there's paintings like that, you can actually find secrets behind the walls. And that's why this game is fucking awesome. Holy shit, is that 11 from Stranger Things? So true. Also, let me lower audio volume just a little bit more. I noticed I used the coins to buy a drawing for the draw. Yes! One of the things you can claim with your bolts here that you get from watching and stuff is doodles from Hazel. Or small other things. I still need to figure out more things to actually do with them. Younger me, when I used to stream earlier. Shield boost. Ooh. What do you do? Shield strength. Oh, okay. And launch cost efficiency. Alright, fair enough. Younger me used to do a thing where I would, as I was playing Overwatch, people could redeem points to have me try and do an imitation of a character as I was playing as that character. And depending on how many points you used, it would either be for like a round, or it would end up being for like the whole game. And it was fun for me at the time, but there were so many times where I would strain my own voice doing it a lot of the time, and also I look back at it and cringe so much. Do I regret it? No, not really. Can I watch a lot of those old VODs without cringing? Abso-fucking-lutely not. I hate them so much. You should redeem some doodles, I heard they're pretty good. So true. That being said, Hazel redeeming doodles for himself is kind of a funny idea. Damn it. Shit, that's not good for me. Ow. I saw the rocket coming at me and I did nothing about it. You're gonna use your points to veto a drawing? Fair. Hold on. I feel like stream audio is the game audio is probably really loud right now, isn't it? So I'm gonna lower that further, because I don't know for sure. I feel like it's being loud and probably overpowering my own voice, but we'll see. I'd appreciate if you guys could let me know a little. Also, yeah, everything's running immediately like much better by just not having a background tab open. Document? Yay! Things to read. Object and item distinctions. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant para-utilitarian abilities. See file PUT-812 for an introduction to the subject. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the board's affiliation with objects of power. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the board evaluates who can or cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally bound than altered items, enhanced, powerful. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have blank altered items for every object of power contained within the bureau. Translocating? So true! Me when I see another clearly trans queer person in public, translocationed. This was a terrible bit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cancel stream now. I should not be allowed to have a microphone after that. How about you use a manually configured installation of Arch Linux compiled from the base source code with system optimizations implemented by yourself? Way better than that non-alpha, non-sigma Microsoft Windows SMH my head. Audi says in their Windows 11 with Firefox. Yeah. Listen, if it wasn't such a pain to switch to Linux, especially considering how many games just decide, no, Linux is not real. Or, yes, Linux is real, but it's filled with damn dirty cheaters and terrible people anyway, so we don't want to support them. I would do so in a heartbeat. But the fact that it's such a pain to have to deal with, I just can't. Like, I would not be able to play, like, Destiny or, like, a bunch of other games just because Linux support is, like, non-existent in a lot of cases, and it sucks. Is there a way upstairs? I saw one, actually. Let's check it out. See what we can find. Picture of a lighthouse? No, it was piping. I realize. Lots of plants up here. You know, things may have gone to hell, but at least the Bureau really like to keep some greenery in their offices. Freshen up things a little bit, you know? And at the end of the day, isn't that all you can ask for? That and a photo of horse leading horse to water. Water drank. Horse. Mountain.
Reminder. This week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
What the fuck do you... Okay. What's the difference between light red and pink? I mean, to be fair, they said anything between red to pink, as a shade was bad and you should avoid it. So, I don't know. What is the pink slip gonna do? Promotes bodily harm? What did I break? Oh, the painting. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure we can find a replacement for that. There must be thousands of them. Hello, vending machine. Pink is for sissies. That got held by Automod? Really? I mean, like, I guess I get why, but, like, really not the biggest insult that could have happened, right, Twitch? Like, we can understand that, correct? I was gonna say, like me. Yeah, that's... Alright, where are we going? Security, medical wing, the Panopticon. Medical wing sounds good. I mean, security does too. I feel like I need security. Just, you know, in general. It'd be nice. Also because of the giant floating scary monsters. That probably comes first if I'm gonna be honest. Pink is for real men. No, that's the kind of insult an 80s high school bully would use. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't want me to allow that for some reason? Sweet. Oh, it might be... Yeah, because Hazel might have already disallowed it. Fair enough. I didn't see the rocket. That's fine. We lived through those. Mobile is ass. Yeah, no, mobile Twitch sucks. Just so much. Oh, ads? Okay, we'll wait. Thank you for letting me know. Let's, wait for a second. I'm just gonna sit in this menu and we're just gonna wait. Ooh, I can actually upgrade my weapons now. Sweet. Alright, cool. We'll do that in a sec. I guess in the meantime, while we're in ad mode, and we're just kind of chilling, how... To my awesome, cool subscriber people that are still here, how is the audio looking? My phone has this setting where it blacks out the screen if it detects flashing lights, and there are so many things that slip past for some reason. Audio's fine? Okay, cool, sweet. Good to know. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I did try looking if there was a setting to, like, lower it down, but there isn't. And since it's meant to be like a kind of not super spooky but definitely horror adjacent game, that's very common for horror games to do, is to have a lot of flashing lights because it creates tension and it creates that disorienting effect that you kind of want in certain cases. Nevertheless, I am sorry though. And to be fair, I mean, yeah, I guess to be fair, the game does give you a warning about that every time you launch it. But yeah, I probably should have been more clear about that from the get-go. Still, yeah. Thankfully, the next game, the PvE one, that's like multiplayer, since it's more action oriented, I think might have less of that. So hopefully that'll be better. Yeah. I also think it's, I don't know. If there's a section where I like remember it being particularly bad in that regard, I'll try and let you know ahead of time. But I don't fully remember all those sections. Yes, the next game, FBC Firebreak, is a game set in this universe. Specifically after the events of this game, where you play as a group of people trying to resolve different like paranatural events happening in the oldest house. One of the ones that they showcased for the trailer, which I think looks awesome, is essentially you and like a couple of friends, whoever your team is, you literally sit and go through like hallway after hallway solving small puzzles while trying to remove as many sticky notes from the environment as possible, because they keep multiplying and there's just more and more sticky notes everywhere. And like one of the really funniest thing about that is that essentially if you're not careful, the sticky notes start sticking onto you, and you eventually get to a point where you can't do anything about it and your teammates have to literally sit there and blast sticky notes off of you. And it's so fun. That game looks so funny. They're doing sign-ups for open beta for that right now. You know, if they have accessibility things, I wouldn't be opposed to getting that to play with you. That sounds really fun, actually. I'll definitely look into it more, and I might try and, if I do end up signing up for and getting access to a playtest for that, that's definitely one of the things I'm gonna try and like pitch for more, because I think accessibility in video games is worth it. Also, I know, Gabs, I'm really sorry. I have my ad breaks to be 3 minutes every hour, because otherwise Twitch is really sucky about it. The best thing I can do is to just sit and wait to hopefully not have anything interesting story-wise happen. But now that ads are over, we can continue, and hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah. Alright. So, very interesting stuff. We can actually upgrade both the Shatter and Pierce guns soon. I'm gonna try and save up for that, because Shatter is probably my most used one. Just because having the shotgun is really, really helpful. And I don't really care about either of these. Spin is awful. I hate it. It fires a lot of rounds, but really inaccurately, and I just don't like it. And Charge is fun for, like... Okay, you know what? I might get Charge purely because for segments like earlier where you break through a wall or something along those lines, it's actually really useful. But... for now, we'll just keep going. Can I upgrade this? Yes, I can, actually. Is that worth it, though? What do we need Entropic Echo for? For you, but we need 20, so it's not going to really change much for now. Let's do this, because I think being able to buy better upgrades will be better for us right now. Even though we can't buy too many of them right now. Okay. Oh, I remember this area, actually. Yeah. This is around the time period where the game starts, like, really picking up. It's really fun. Weird. Dover, Neapolis, Concord, Albany. So beyond tired today and nothing is helping? Yeah, I gotcha. Sometimes there's some days like that. Best thing we can do is just, you know, try and sit it out. Spend some time with friends and just kind of hang out. Things will get better. And the tiredness takes a bit of time, but it does go away. Hopefully I can provide some funny entertainment and help cheer you up, even if you are tired. This door's busted down. That wasn't me. I'm sure it'll be fine. Unless it was me. Then in that case, I apologize. You do. I'm glad. Vending machine. Okay, actually, to cheer you up, do you want trail mix? Blank trail mix? No descriptors, no nothing. It's just a blank white package that says trail mix. Crackers? Hot peanuts? Pistachios? Or potato chips? It's also pretzels. Or generic protein and fiber bars. They have pistachios? Odd peanuts? No, they're not odd peanuts. They're hot chili peanuts or something like that. I actually can't fully read that. Alright, Gabs, you want pretzels? Okay, cool. Pretzels and pistachios. I'll get you some. Oh, Lamau, I heard odd. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, look at them. It's literally a blank white bag labeled hot peanuts. They're fairly odd. You want some potato chips? Trail mix, please. Okay, cool. So, 6. Look at that! You got the pretzels and pistachios now. Actually, the pretzels are stuck. Oh, there you go. I got them. They fell down the machine now. There you go, Gabs. Your pretzels. You need help. I need documents.
Help over there.
Mm-hmm. They do. Too bad I'm looking for documents.
Sounds like there's a man down.
I see you, and I respect your sacrifice. Let me look for more documents. I need to read things right now. Nice room. Lots of chairs. Very appreciated. Yo, DJ, you're looking amazing. Hello, Antaron. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got a little PNG tuber thanks to Gabs here now. So, yeah, new era of DJ streaming is upon us. It's gonna be really fun. I look forward to it. But also, hello, dude. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Pram procedures. Oh, a smoking pram. Altered item 13-KE. Containment cell must be properly ventilated. Inhalation of the item's smoke causes blank. Item is a baby carriage with a black shade and steel wire wheels. Left front wheel is slightly bent, causing a distinct wobble when pushed. Item produces smoke incessantly. Smoke density varies. Smoke is generated without apparent fire or ignition source. An incident in Paris in 1979 brought the pram to the attention of the bureau. Smoke filled an antique store when the pram was being sold, killing the shop's owner. Update. Detailed records of the events leading to the item's discovery were destroyed in an incident in the Panopticon. Interviews with living witnesses were re-performed at the order of the Archives and Records Chief. I don't like that. I'm sorry, but any sort of like children's item, if it has anything even remotely slightly unsettling about it, it's immediately cursed and you should burn it. I don't care what it is, I don't care what it does. It shouldn't exist. It's terrifying and I hate it. I remember you floating this idea so long ago, glad to see it come to life. Yeah, no, it's well, I mean, I mentioned this earlier, but it's actually really funny. Again, my friend Gabs here just kind of made this for me on pretty much like a want to try and experiment with the idea of making something like this. And so now we're here, and again, incredibly happy with that. It's actually awesome. Like, look, I have different expressions. I got angry and neutral and controller variants for them. Yeah. This is like the 4th time people have seen me represent these, but like it's fine because it's cool and awesome, and if you think otherwise, you are boring. Meanie head. Rah. Anyway. Okay, so we only got the pretzels last time. This time we got nothing else. Sorry. The pistachios are bulletproof. Well, indestructible pistachios if you want them, Gabs. They don't take damage. Oh god, we were over here looking around up this way. God. Okay. That's fine. Okay, I guess before we go to the injured man upstairs, let's look around down here since this is its own closed off area. Will eating them make you bulletproof? Maybe. There's a chance it might. There's also a chance you might explode instantly, but, you know. What is life if not worth a little risk? Ooh, health boost mod, and it's a tier 5. It's an absolute plus 43% health. Yes, please. That's actually perfect. Which means we can get rid of a lot of these older ones because we don't need them anymore. Oh, that's going to be so much more helpful. And that means I don't have to worry about upgrading my health as much because I'll still have a lot of power for it. You're welcome. I was away for a bit. All good. No worries. I'll eat one, okay? Then you shoot me and we'll find out. Sure. That's a great plan. I'm sure that will go just great. We are gathered here today. We're gathered here today to remember Small Machine. Tara ate a bulletproof pistachio in the hopes that that it would make them bulletproof. It did not. If anything, it made them... What would be the opposite of bulletproof? I don't know, like you become magnetic and the bullets just sip toward... It's like the accuracy cone from Destiny 2 suddenly got bigger. Alright, anyway. AWE, rising frequency. For some time now, there has been a steady increase in the annual number of AWEs that the Bureau responds to. Between 2010 and 2015, we responded to blank AWEs. For comparison, note that we only responded to blank between 1995 and 2005. Is this rise a result of blank improvement in our detection procedures, or perhaps simply coincidence? We cannot say for sure, which is why this proposal for an AWE task force to be created within the hierarchy of the investigation sector has been compiled. We need to spend more time examining what causes AWEs rather than just containing them. That's a fair enough point. Pistachios are so good they cannot be shot. Simply impossible. So true. And this leads back that way. Cool, sweet. I think I looked over at this area already. Yep. Okay, wounded soldier man. What's your deal? Surely you haven't suffered more blood loss since I've been here.
I'm here. What happened to you?
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks.
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up years back because of all the clocks. We followed the altered item inside, but the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine, really. Roop can patch me up later.
Fine. But I'll be back for you.
I damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry, the threshold.
Alright, if you say so, dude. Also, yeah, no, it definitely, looking at it, and with how the game's been responding, it was definitely a CPU issue, and it was definitely caused by having the browser open for the Twitch stuff in the background. Because the game is running like a dream now. Very silly. Yeah, it's very strange. But, like, I guess I get it, right? Like... Keep that on medium. Let's set that to high, and set that to high, and we'll see how this goes. Just to try and spice it up. See if we can push limits. Go even further beyond. Yeah, no, look at that. It is purely that browser tab was fucking it all completely up. That's nuts to me. If anything goes to show you how bloated and bad browsers are nowadays, it should be that. That sucks. Minor flashing light warning, actually, because I believe the cord, whenever you like pull it to go to places, it does create a bit of flashing. Ah, actually it wasn't that bad this time. I guess you could say you took control of your graphics settings. I guess, yeah. Finally. Like, okay, actually, let's keep these on high. And let's try to do this, but keep this at like 1 or 2. Yeah. Yeah, and it's still all fine. Yeah. Insane to me. Alright. Oh, there's a clock here now. Actually, the textures are now struggling. But that's fine. Because at least now I know the limit. For sure. So, we'll keep that off because I don't need it. And we'll keep everything else where it was. Because I'm fine with the lighting by default. It doesn't need to be RAID traced. Oh, okay. It's probably going to have me set the time, isn't it? Who the fuck is cackling? What? What the fuck? What the fuck, Richard? Ma'am? You good? You're being scary, ma'am. Can you, like, shut the fuck up, please? I don't need this right now. If I had my gun, no. Ma'am, I swear to you. Fucking asshole. Annoying ass fucking neighbors. Okay. Yes, I see. So this is set to, like, what? 550? Would that be correct? But is the hydration more expensive than Doodle? That feels backwards. Because hydration's meant to be like a sinkhole for your points. That should be it, right? Yeah, that ding dong ding donged, so that must be the case. Okay. Ati is just in the janitor's closet watching his TikToks. So true. You're so right for that. Honestly, deserved. That man deserves the world. But thank you for redeeming the hydration. I think it was about there, right? Yeah. Cool. Sweet. I told you to bring it down. Alright, we'll do it. This will probably lag out for a second, I think. Yeah, it will lag out for a bit. Hold on, give it a sec. Okay. Twitch.tv. Listen to my cyberpunk sound effects. Settings? No, it wouldn't be in here. I'd have to go to creator dashboard. And then viewer rewards, power-ups and channel points, manage power-ups, and then we're going to hydration. What do we set it at then? What do you as chat believe it should be set to? Like, because keep in mind doodles are 2,500. Do we want this to be like what, 1,000? 1,500? What's half of 2,500 even? (1/J). So true. Yeah, I guess I'll set it to 1,000. Save that. Done. Cool, let's update it. 1,250. Sure. 1,250. Save. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Oh. What is happening? The PNG tuber bugged out for a second. It layered all of me for a second. That's weird. Huh. Oh, is it because I clicked the numbers on the... Huh. That's weird. But I set it to be the numpad, not the normal okay. Sure. Yeah, alright. Whatever. Okay. That's saved. Hopefully this isn't freaking out anymore. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's fine now. Alright. Cool. So that's all closed. Now we can just go back to the game. Okie dokie. Should be all good. The timelines are crossing. I am in all quantum states of feeling. Simultaneously happy, neutral, and angered. It's what the Ocean View Motel will do to you. And now it's about 11:40. Right? Is that how time works? Because it'd be 11:45, about 11:45, because the other one is 15, then it's 30 at the bottom, and then in the left, I'm pointing at my monitor like if you can see me, is a 4 to 5. I know how clocks work. I totally don't live in a digital age where all clocks are just purely digital and no longer analog, and thereby people don't know how to read a clock face anymore. That surely cannot be me. Oh. Oh, I don't like that. That was scary sounding. The bed has flowers on it. I thought it had bees for a second, but no, it's all flowers. That's nice. More pictures of horses. Is it the same picture of horses, but at a different time? Are the horses advancing when I'm not looking? Okay, got a key. I'm sure this is fine. I'm sure this bodes well. There's nothing a good attitude can't change. Small warning again.
This
Okay.
Wells guy can't be far.
Alright, so what do you mean by the clock-like threshold? Surely it only... Holy shit, I'm strong. Damn, Jesse. What the fuck? That was like a... I mean, no, that's a pretty high drop, I guess, actually, all things considered. Probably like 10 or so feet, but like... Damn. You cracked the fucking floor where you landed. You know, for you guys... Oh, I was gonna literally say, for you guys calling it the clocks, there's not a lot of clocks here, but...
Those must be the clocks he was talking about.
You think? No, surely he meant a different kind of clock. I'm sure these are... Not the ones they're talking about. These ones are bonuses. I'm sure. That all of them? I think that's all of them. Alright, let's clean this. Okay. Sorry, I broke the house a little bit more. Just a bit, though. Hey, dude. How's it going?
Shit.
Oh, I'm supposed to interact with you. You don't start speaking naturally. Sorry, my bad.
Are you Wells?
I don't think
friend
he's
asked
well.
me to come looking for you.
This was terrible. I'm so
That
sorry.
must be Horowitz. Glad he got out. I stayed back to help the others. Did a shit job of it clear.
You tried. That's enough. Horowitz needs your help now. How do we get out of here?
We should head back through the threshold. We can look for other survivors as we go.
We better hurry. Which way?
Just follow the blood.
That's a
Let's
good
go.
sign. This is all sealed off. It's like, it's so weird how it's literally the exact same as the rest of the oldest house, but not at the same time. Like, it's all empty. Clearly, because they never really were here. Or at least they didn't stay here for long. And there's something so much more unsettling and unnerving about it being like this compared to the other areas where it's just like abandoned, yes, but not like this. It just looks like everyone else suddenly kind of like stopped what they were doing on like a whim, whereas this kind of like just It's like it's trying to be normal. Oh, hey, more clocks.
What's with the clocks?
Threshold effect.
Oh.
This used to be a regular office wing before the threshold manifested. The forces at play in there got a hold of someone's old clock and started duplicating. Now the office is abandoned and its clock's all the way down.
Mm-hmm. Is this just Darling filming his co-workers? I guess he's just shooting B-roll? Once more, though, we get to appreciate the really fun set design they set up for it, though. That one's weird. Do you think that there are isolated micro-communities that exist within the oldest house due to unresolved building shifts? I guess food and water would be an issue. There must be countless of people who just vanished one day and never clocked out. Maybe. It's possible, but considering how the Bureau tends to kind of try and find and stabilize a lot of the thresholds when they do happen, along with the fact that the oldest house itself usually resolves a lot of those issues on its own eventually. I think it's more likely that sometimes people just go missing for a while and then they wind up somewhere else eventually. Whether still alive or not kind of depends on what exactly the building shift was. Game's spooky, yo. That's why I like it. It's like... Control hits the right kind of spooky and horror for me, you know? Like... It's not super scary. It's not like constant jump scare, constant horror, constant... Oh. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that guy. I'm just gonna go back this way. Anyway. Control's not like constant horror. It's not like constant jump scares, constant like spooky, visceral gore, rah, kind of at you the whole time. But it's unsettling, it's weird, it's like strange. There's random notes you find that explain certain things and just kind of make you more confused about what it means and what's going on, and that just tickles my brain in such a fun way. It's the kind of horror that I really like, with it being more of like a vague, sort of like weird, there's something going on, but you don't really know what exactly, and trying to piece it together just leaves you more confused and feeling more at feeling more unease. And yes, you can argue that that's kind of like the allure as well of like what this is clearly, to some extent, probably inspired by like ACP and those kinds of things, right? But Control just nails that atmosphere from the get-go so well. I think it's classed as new weird. Fair, I'm not sure. But it's just good. I like it. Cause like, I guess the best way to put it is what Jesse's opening monologue says, where it feels like you've seen the world forever, right? Like, the world is like a cell, and you learn everything that's in it. You learn where all the walls are, you learn where everything in this cell is. But there's just a poster on the wall. And you've been used to seeing this poster. This poster's always been there. And then... and then one day, you notice something peering from behind the poster. And when you go over to check, it's gone. And for a lot of people, it ends there. They like the comfort of the poster. They don't want to see what's behind the poster. But if you just take a moment and peel it back, you realize there's so much more behind it. And with Control, it feels like you quite literally peel the poster and head into another room, only to find more walls covered in more posters, and you're still not sure what is still behind the curtain. It's so fun, it's so enjoyable, and I really like it. Because this game tries to explain a lot, but there's also a lot that they themselves, the FBC, admit there's no explanation. It's just what it is. This entire wing of it, of this like part of that building, it had a change happen, and that change ended up attaching itself to someone's clock. And from then on, it just started replicating clocks everywhere. Why? Why is everything getting suddenly filled with too many of these damn things? Who the hell knows? It just is now. And it's just uninhabitable now due to the amount of them. Ah, damn it. I meant to press the other button. Ow. Maybe.
Let me see.
But yeah, no, just the way it is, how unafraid this game is of just being weird. And letting that weirdness be the reason it's unsettling and in some cases upsetting. It's just so fun.
You came down here for an altered item?
The anchor, yeah. Blank said it'd be a simple item to shoot. But the power of that thing, man. I've never seen anything like it.
Postbox supplement. Jasper Postbox Altered Item 31-PE. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona after the communications department intercepted multiple phone calls to local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. 4 of the 5 dispatched agents became paralyzed upon arriving at the scene. Additional assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formulas were tried. When ineffectual results, agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the positioning of the paralyzed individuals. Soon after, agents discovered the event's epicenter to be the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of all paralyzed civilians, animals, and bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed susceptible to the item were tasked with interviewing and reinforming the public away from the site. The item was soon placed on a transport vehicle manned by unaffected agents. Air travel had been deemed too dangerous given the item's effect. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by civilians along the truck's route from Arizona to New York City. Huh. Yeah, spare footage. Oh, okay, so this was just him shooting B-roll. Wow. What awkward B-roll to have.
That's O'Neill. Shit. No one else got out.
Pierce Zoom Boost and Tropic Echo. Okay. Sealed Threshold Hall. There's more enemies up ahead. Sorry, that was the friendly guy. My bad. Oh, that's a mini boss. Okay, actually, considering... Nope, wrong button. Considering where he's at relatively to me, I'm going to grab this. Got it. Sweet. Oh shit. There's more guys? I mean, I guess I should have realized the music wasn't going away yet. Okay, there you go. Now it's over. I think that's like the...
That safe room was where the Eternabyte cornered us. We sealed the door on the way out. We couldn't let it get out into the bureau.
Okay, fair. Hold on. Things are weird, so let me tab back into it. Yep, immediately better.
I'll need to come deal with that altered item later.
Alright, fair.
If I open the safe room now, Wells could get hurt.
Yeah, fair. Vending machine. Nothing in here. Okay, sweet. Another thing I want to mention is actually the soundtrack to this game, too. I don't... Apart from a
We
few...
locked it tight. Come on, we need to get back to Harlan's.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking around. Again, I need items and documents. So, give me a moment. Apart from like a few very, very notable exceptions that we haven't gotten quite to yet, I don't really notice the soundtrack a lot of the time, but honestly, it's really good as well. I think it's kind of on purpose that it's not supposed to be like super, like, it's not meant to be something that you like super notice all of the time, like how some other games like very clearly make the soundtrack part of its like style and aesthetic and thereby like a key part of it. With this, it doesn't feel like it's meant to stand out as much, but it just complements the game so well. It's really fun. I actually have been enjoying it. when I really like sit down and pay attention to it outside of like combat when it's playing. Arctic Queen, altered item 10-KE, supplementary materials. Blank interview 11/20/1974. A. Can you tell us where you left your building that day? LM. I was running out to get eggs. There was that corner store on 30th. That's why I left Michael there on his own. Knew I wouldn't be gone long. He was drawing at the table when I left. Had his crayons out. Happy. The building came down when I was a block away. I ran back, started digging. City workers found Mikey later. Beside the fridge, the drawings hadn't come off. Tons of bricks fall on it, and those drawings were still there. How does that happen? A. You kept the refrigerator after the incident. After the accident. Why? LM. It still had his drawings. God must have kept them safe for a reason, right? I'd get home from work and stare at them all night. I was in a bad way back then. A. Why didn't you sell the fridge with your son's drawings still on it? Why did you sell the fridge with your son's drawings still on it? WM. They'd gotten stuck to it. Or something. I thought about cutting them off those magnets, but maybe it was better. I didn't hold on to them, you know? Gotta move on, everyone says. What's my fridge got to do with the building collapse anyhow? End of relevant portion. That's something we'll come back later as a stream, in the stream, when we get to that part. But for me, who've played this game before, that's a note I had forgotten about. And it's a really it's a really interesting one to keep in mind, actually. Alright. I think we keep going forward, because, yeah, down there is all blocked off. So we go this way. We'll see how it goes. There's so many of these clocks, dude. And they said there was a lot of them. They meant a lot of them.
When it was clear we couldn't contain the altered item, Horowitz ordered a retreat. We got out, but Hiss were waiting for us. I took Horowitz to the motel court and went back for the others.
That was brave of you.
Okay.
I'm
Sorry.
a medic. It's my job.
Sorry, I got distracted. I saw all the physics items and I couldn't help but mess with them, okay? It's not my fault. Bunch of boxes clattering around. It's fun. The game jingled fancy keys in front of me. What else was I supposed to do about it? Okay. More documents in here. Work chat, plane parts. Federal Bureau of Control. Okay, Mr. Dead Dog. What do you think of this? You know that airplane we brought in? Like, the actual proper airplane. Guess who they made catalog every individual piece of that plane to be examined for suspected altered status. I had to count every bolt, nut, and piece of non-connected metal. And that's just on the exterior of the damn thing. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do. Imagine the poor soul who has to change 22 million clocks come daylight savings time. Oh, a health recovery thing. Okay, that actually might be worth replacing. Energy recovery and energy boost. I'm gonna replace this energy boost for the health recovery, because being able to get more health from the little pickup things will be very good. Oh, now I have the chance to make something fun. Yeah, because I already have a small projectile boost to this. So, for context, one of my favorite things to do with this game, and with specifically the shatter, the shotgun, is if you get a shatter projectile boost plus the ammo refund and especially like the really high tier ones, you never have to reload this damn thing. Because the ammo refund chance on hit counts all the individual pellets as a hit. So, statistically, you are guaranteed to almost always refund ammo. Especially when you start getting, like, a lot of projectiles. And against, like, the really big targets, it gets absolutely nuts. Because you can just sit there with a projectile boost, the refund, and a fire rate boost. And you just spam shotgun blast point blank into big targets and shred them. And it's so fun. Okay. See what we got. Astral constructs. I still can't upgrade this. No, I need more of everything. Damn. I can buy some weapon mods and stuff, but I'm not gonna bother to do that right now. Okay. Let's keep going. Not this way. It's not that way either. Where the hell did I come from? This way? I think so, yeah.
We're not far now.
Okay, sweet. Oh, why is that following me? That's so weird. Alright, bud. You're coming with me. You are going to go on ahead and you're going to inspect and tell me if there are bad guys. Just like last time, you blow up once for yes, twice for no. Got it? Look at him. He's so happy. He's so willing to help. Go! I guess there's enemies here. Now we know. Now we're prepared. You see? How could we have done that without our buddy's help? Short answer, we couldn't have. Charge velocity boost. Ooh, that's pretty good for that, actually.
Come on. The motel court is on the other side of logistics. Power
Alright.
should still be.
Mannequin supplement. Waste mannequin. Altered item 7-KE. The item was owned by Madame Blanc on... the item was last owned by Madame Blanc, an operatic performer from Berlin. After her career ended in a public scandal, she relocated to Blanc, Maine for reasons unknown. With her came the trappings of her old life, including this item. Locals report that she rarely left her home in the short years she spent in Blanc. After her death, caused by Blanc, the state held a public auction of her belongings, seeing as she had no known relatives. Various conflicting first-hand reports exist, but testimonies provided by witnesses of the event do contain some common elements. Most every witness saw numerous mannequins break through the house's windows, tumbling outside. Some witnesses report bright lights, some reported high-pitched singing. These are unverified. Numerous civilians inside the house at the time of the incident were hospitalized for various injuries. 2 were crushed to death. Agents were dispatched upon seeing an article regarding these events during the Bureau's daily scans of national periodicals. The item was quickly identified and brought to the bureau. Great. Lovely. That sounds like a fun time. I love mannequins. Blam. This way where we're progressing? Probably. Alright, give me a second to look around a bit more then. Unless I've been here? This actually looks a lot like somewhere we've been. Then again, all these areas look more or less the same, so... you know. Why not? Also, seems like this texture bug is still the case. I guess it just comes back the longer the game is, like, the longer I stream this for. Because, yeah, again, I literally just need to click out of the game and then click back in, and then it just fixes itself. It's so weird to me. This is where we came in through. Okay, cool, sweet. So, those over there towards security is where we want to go then. Hey, dude. I know. I, as the director, should be leading you out of here and helping and whatnot and yada yada blah blah blah. That's true, and you have a point. However, documents. Yeah, bet you didn't think about that one, huh? Well, that's why I'm the director. 'Cause I direct. Directly. What am I saying? What is this anymore? Oh, wait. We're back out here, but it's not...
Let's go.
Wasn't this all, like, its own area? Hold on. Am I wrong about that? No, I guess that puts me... That put me all the way over... I'm pointing at my monitor again, as if you can see. Which is especially useless, because my big dumb square head is blocking the area I'm pointing to. But... back there, in sealed threshold corridor... hold on. Disappear for a second. Whoop. That area down there in sealed threshold corridor is where the thing brought us, the pull cord. And then I guess we just progressed all the way up through and back over here. That's really strange, actually. But that's kind of fun at the same time. Alright, anyway. Before your very eyes... Blah! It's me again! Jump scare. FNAF at Freddy's Foxy sound. Anyway. Okay, this isn't the way to go. It's, the other area. Where the other guy is. I can't remember where that is, though. Was somewhere this way. Yeah, past the door here. Correct?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Fuck.
Hardwoods. Oh, God, no.
Sorry, dude. Oh shit. Ow. That hurt. There's something really funny about just continuously smacking this one guy with random furniture.
I should talk to Wells.
Oh, he's right
Sure
there.
he's okay.
Hey, buddy. You okay?
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold.
Yeah,
Guy never
probably.
put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it. Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
Alright, sweet. I've been in here. Okay. Where would that take me back to? Sealed threshold hallway. Would it be faster to walk that way or go through the other cord? Probably faster to walk through this way. Actually, I can fast travel. Why am I talking about walking? Imagine walking. Who walks? Okay. Let's put this into more launch damage. Because, again, I really want to get the multi-launch as soon as we kinda can. Extra constructs, can I get anything yet? I can upgrade Piers. And I'm like halfway to being able to upgrade the Shatter. I'm gonna prioritize saving up and upgrading the shotgun first. And then the sniper. Because it's probably better to do it that way. Okay. Sealed threshold corridor. Sealed threshold entrance. Okay. Now it's just down this way. Oh, over this way first. Okay, that's right. Gotta go past all of the interactable. Fuck. Ah, there's a goddamn orb. And the floating guys too. Ow. Stupid orb. There another guy? The music suggests there
This
is.
is the safe room Wells showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
I can't see or hear anyone though. Odd. Weird. Motherfucker. Fine. Fine. Yeah. No, I'll go up there and beat your ass now. Idiot. Now you're my new accountability buddy. And so you are gonna... Fuck. This. Now you. Go. How's it looking? These assholes, man, they never even talk. This is such a stupid bit. Why do I keep doing the same bit? Threshold Management Retrospective. Threshold 9D. Threshold with effect blank manifested in the containment sector in the middle of blank department. Simultaneously, numerous clocks appeared in the area, injuring and killing many. After rescue operations were completed and blank, Rangers were sent in to discover the Threshold's epicenter. The sheer amount of clocks made the expedition impossible. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved an impossible task. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the Threshold introduced unstable matter to our dimension, which adopted the form of the clock blank as blanks when introduced to more stable blanks. Man.
Great. More clocks.
Yep. Oh, this thing's been carving its own path this way. What the hell?
How am I supposed to get across that?
Well, I know how, but I thought this was the thing that helps me get across that. Unless it's just a matter of progressing through the normal game first? Might be. Yeah, I think it is. I think I have to come back to this later. Okay. Well, at least we know where it is, and we have access to that. So, let's go back to... I think logistics, and then we'll keep going into the Panopticon from there. Okay. Plop. Blip, plop. Let's go back to the normal quest then. Yeah. Up through security and into the Panopticon itself. Medical wing over this way. And there's mold here. That bodes well for the medical wing. I'm sure the mold has no effects on people's health. In memory of the heroic agents who gave their lives to force known and unknown who gave their lives to forces known and unknown for the protection and greater knowledge of all humankind, we honor their sacrifice. Wall of Honor. I can't read any of the names because the game is being weird. I wonder if they're like what names they chose for this. Like if it's like supporters or devs or something. Medical wing. Yep. Sure is where I am. Actually, I find it kind of silly that they give a wheelchair. There's a bunch of guys here, but we're gonna ignore them for a second. They give them wheelchairs, right? But the oldest house is like incredibly inaccessible. Like, there are like 3 billion staircases everywhere, and none of them have ramps for you to be able to actually use a wheelchair on. So I feel like this is kind of insulting, unless they expect you to only stay in the medical wing, which I guess could be the case, but... Okay, no access to that. And now you guys are injured. God damn it. You bounced off the couch. Then again, I guess the Bureau doesn't exactly have control of whether or not the house decides to make a billion staircases and no ramps for accessibility. Though that does beg the question, who has control over the design of the house then? Is it just the house doing its own thing, or does the Bureau get to somewhat dictate what it does and doesn't do? More mold. Yay. It's mold time. Oh, and the mold people are here too. Launch efficiency. Fair enough. Mold autopsy. Autopsy report. Subject blank. The deceased was a blank-year-old blank with no significant past medical history. The subject was brought in after being discovered in the active threshold in an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal-based in its appearance. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled with the fungus known as the mold, to an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. The procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as the deceased high body temperature and undulating torso muscles, presumably, but not probably, caused by trapped gases. Routine samples, as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill, were successfully extracted. However, the rapid retrogression outside of the host's body needs to be noted. Cause of death, mold ingestion. She did mention that for some reason the mold made people want to eat it. Ow, fuck you. Fuck off. Oh my god. Fuck you moldy bastards. Ow! Why are there so fucking many of you? God damn it. Ah! So many fucking mold people. And I'm all the way back here. Okay, cool. Sweet. Awesome. I'm not giving up. I'm fighting the mold people. Alright, you fungal jackasses, it's round 2 time. Ow. Oh, I see. There's one of the strong spitter guys all the way over there. Shit. Ugh. I really hate how much damage the like long-range mold guys deal. I don't remember it having been anywhere near that bad. Fine, I will wait. We will not go and find the fungus people anymore. Because the fungus people are frankly not very fun guy. Yeah, I'm disappointed for that one myself. I guess the building might take on new form after not having residents for a while. The service weapon was known to be other weapons in the past, like a sword, seeing as the building was discovered in 1964 when the brutalism descent of the building was more commonplace at that time. Also influencing the level of technology it accepts. Like with the service weapon, the house could have been much different at one time, perhaps resembling a castle or a cave. That's very true, to be fair. Yeah. Oh shit, I don't have space for that. Oh no. What do I gotta do about that? Am I really maxed out on those? Oh, because it's a weapon mod. I see. Yeah. Okay. There. Should be good now. Low health boost. How do I progress? Oh, I have to go through the medical wing, don't I? That can't be right. Is it? Because there's no other way through here. I guess it has to be, yeah. Okay. No. I guess I realized I could shield against the long range guy, and it shouldn't be an issue. So I just need to play this like smarter, essentially. Yeah. Okay. Or try to chuck an item at him sooner rather than later. Got it. Much better. I guess it makes sense that the medical wing got infected, considering I'm guessing they brought... Well, they brought the one guy that was, like, infected, and then I guess it just kept spreading from there. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I had to go around through medical. What does it say? It's still not gonna load. Okay. Again, super weird to me how odd this game reacts to me playing it and streaming it. Okay, Prime Candidate Program Transit Corridor. Can't go that way. Globe procedures. Wolf Globe. No unique containment procedure required. However, contact should be limited, as some report feeling disoriented after touching it. This is a handmade, set in dark wood. The item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand-painted, spins freely on all axes. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous blanks and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city marked on it named Tan Railio. There are no signatures left by its maker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented, with some reported a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in blank handlers. So it just, like, I guess confuses your body as to, like, which Earth is real. That's kind of terrifying. Come in contact with the globe and next thing you know it feels like reality isn't yours. Darling really likes putting these things everywhere, huh?
We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight, a slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power, an ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the
DJ Robot smiling through the horrors? I mean, what else am I gonna do?
Shifting. Note, for more details on control points,
I probably should stay on neutral more often. For this, at least.
Refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top-secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
This one was weird. There was something about that presentation that was just not the same as the other ones. That actually made me more uncomfortable than a lot of the random notes we've read before. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Darling. That was informative and not unsettling.
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
None of this bodes well. Shatter projectile choke. Sweet. That's also pretty good for securing consistent shotgun blasts. Okay. And now we've opened this path through, so we don't have to go down into medical and experience the fungal horrors every time we want to come this way. Sweet. Awesome. Cool. What's here? It's just a staircase. Where does this lead from? Oh, down into medical. That's right. This is where I came up from. Correct. Okay. I guess let's proceed through the threshold here. Warning for flickering lights from the pull cord here. Oh, especially since we saw Dylan. Oh, just that one time. Yeah, uh-huh. Thanks. Yeah. It's fine. Never mind. It's not fine. I was gonna say it's fine. We're back in the ocean view. Our friendly, familiar place. And instead we get a screaming man behind door 223 and there's blood coming out from under the door. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Not my problem. I deal with the Bureau, I deal with the oldest house. The Ocean View? Its own hellhole. Not mine. Don't care. And the room's upside down. Did the smoke alarm just beep at me? Okay. What about the next room? What great terrors does the next room hold? This one's right side up. Okay. And the third. Has a blue light. And the photo's upside down. The very blurry photo because the game's starting to do the thing again. Oh, I see. Do I have to compare it to the other rooms and try and figure out what's wrong? Okay, let's see. Oh, no, I just managed to flip this room right side up. Okay, sweet. And I got the key now. Awesome. Hey, bloody man. You good? You know, they're no longer screaming. Which must mean it's fine now. They just spilled their grape jam all over the floor. Sorry, strawberry. I'm sure they're just resting. Obviously. Totally. Pull cord time.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
I love the design of the fire breaks. It's so cool how visually stunning they are, with they just being this like massive gap in the environment with the like distant tunnels just lit up. It's so interesting to see. For a screaming disembodied voice, you're all right. You do you. Exactly. Speak with the Panopticon supervisor. Oh, yay, it's my favorite character.
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jessie, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director. Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
Don't have time for
objects,
this.
Power and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden? Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there, and it's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there. Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
No, thank you. I don't think I will. Thermos procedures. Oh dear diner coffee thermos. That's kind of a fun name for a diner, actually. No unique procedures required. Altered status is suspected, but unverified. A blue coffee thermos with a white plastic cap and a logo of the Oh Dear Diner, located in Bright Falls, Washington. The cap doubles as a mug. The item responds to Formula I-16, yet no discernible altered effect has been discovered, other than keeping liquids warm for surprisingly long periods of time. It's also worth noting that the coffee from the thermos is always refreshing and strong, no matter its quality before being poured into the item. The thermos was discovered on the shore of Cauldron Lake, outside the town of Bright Falls. Both are known sites for a recurring AWE. See Bright Falls AWE case file for further information. According to witness statements, Alan Wake, see Prime Candidate Program entry for further information, who went missing shortly before the discovery of the thermos, had been seen blank collecting similar thermoses for a blank purpose. This is where the things start connecting, and it's so cool. I kept waiting for a solitary silhouette standing on a faraway bridge in the fire break. It's so eerie. Oh yeah. Same here. Kept waiting to see someone or something standing at the edge of them from somewhere.
I guess life's a breach, huh? I'm funny.
Shut up, Langston.
Is the TV back in its box yet? No rush or anything, it's just, an ongoing concern.
Langston, you make me want to talk. You know what? No. Fuck you, Langston.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
I'm not even going to go through your
Depends on
dialogue.
the item.
I'm
Each
literally
one has
going to
different
go
meanings.
and just
Ritualistic
not
touches
care.
go a long way. Singing to them,
Did he say
flipping the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
I accidentally activated this when I pressed my angry button. You know what, Langston? Fuck you. You probably have some interesting things to say regarding objects of power. I don't care. Bye.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Yeah,
Some of the
whatever.
security cameras aren't working. How do I get those fixed?
Panopticon. Nolan's close. But that object of power
Holy
might wreck this
hell.
place before I find him.
Alright, sure. That being said, we're now getting into the really interesting part. Sorry, didn't mean to pick you up. Goodbye. But this is probably what I'll be calling the stream, actually. It's we started a bit later, so it's getting a little late for me, and you know, we've been live for about 3 hours. We're short by like 20 minutes of 3 hours. Plus, now that we're here, there's like an entire larger part of this quest going on from here. So I think we'll save it for next time, for next week. I know, a bit of a shorter stream considering we spent a good chunk of it in the beginning playing Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, just while we showcased the model, but I think that's okay. I think we'll be fine. I've been having a blast, genuinely, just playing Control. I really like this game. I love its atmosphere and tone, and I love reading all over the notes. It's just really enjoyable for me, and I've been having a good time with it. And I really hope y'all have been too. So, yeah. Once more, thank you so much to Gabs for making this PNG tuber. It actually has been working great throughout this entire stream, and I've been having a really good time messing with it. It's been fun. I just love seeing your model in action while playing games. Hell yeah. It's awesome. It's been great. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, no, I've had a great time. It's been great. And I look forward to being able to continue to use this from here on. It's honestly a really, in my opinion, important step and big milestone for the channel, and I look forward to continuing things with this. Apart from that, I actually have no clue what I'll be doing this Thursday. I might try and see if I can set up something with friends, and maybe we'll do, maybe I'll do Fork Knife with some friends. That might be fun. Or maybe I'll do, a repo as well, because a few of y'all really want to do that, and I think it'd be fun, honestly. So if we can set up for it, I might look into setting up for it. What else? You want a game recommendation? I don't know. I'd have to see, because like the thing is, it's like it's how do I put it? Like my the issue I always have is that I have like a fairly good library of games, but it's hard to find something that I feel like I can just do for like a single stream, right? Just like a quick random stream, and it's not gonna become like a long series to play. As well as something that I can afford to get, because I'm struggling with that. But yeah, no, I genuinely would gladly take recommendations. If you guys ever have anything you think would be like fun to watch me play or give a shot, put it in the Discord, or you know, if we're close enough, like you can just DM it to me and I'll look into it. Currently, the games have kind of been... One game that I've been looking into and want to maybe play is Blueprints. Because I started watching RT play that game, and it actually looks really interesting. And I think that might be a really fun offshoot, like, stream. Maybe we do, like, 1 or 2 of that, you know? And I think that would be really fun. There's also like other smaller games like I've been seeing recently that I've been looking into. Like here, hold on, let me pull up Steam and I can look at my wish list, which I've been keeping track of some games I think will just be fun for streaming. So yeah. Yeah, Blueprints. I've got Hades. Hades might be fun to stream at some point too, but I know that that game's also like a longer story as well, which is my problem. Hotline Miami might be a good one to do at some point. If I can get a copy eventually. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see. The demo of Unbeatable would be cool. I love this game so much. Unbeatable. Hold on. Let me look it up on Steam real quick. Store. Normal store, please. 5 or 6 hours of gameplay. That might be fun. Unbeatable. I feel like I've heard of this, but I'm not sure. Oh, yes. It's like a rhythm adventure where music is illegal and you do crimes. Follow the story of Beat and her band on the run. A narrative experience full of big emotions powered by arcade flawless rhythm gameplay. That might be fun. Yeah, I might try the demo for that at some point then. That might be for something that I can look into doing as well then. I've been seeing the development of this game since 2021. Yeah, fair enough. I'm not a great rhythm game person, funnily enough. But this seems fun actually. I might look into doing that. I'll let y'all know, obviously, on Blue Sky and on the Discord and stuff, what exactly it is we end up deciding to do this Thursday and the couple next Thursdays. I just have to look into what exactly I can get together, and yeah. But I think I will get around to that suggestion relatively soon, because that does seem really fun. So yeah. Anything else I have to say or announce? No, I think that's all. Again, thank you all so much for the support. Thank you so much, Gabs, for the PNG tour. Again, it's really appreciated. Far more than I could ever express. And again, just thank you all so much for the support on the channel in just general. It's been doing pretty good, and I'm really honored to have that from you all. So thank you all so much for everything. You're welcome again. Thank you. So yeah, with that'll be all for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.